What's going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today we're going to talk to you about Hologram. I want to go over some of the current data points, break it down on what has been really influencing it, and go over everything else you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So Hologram did have a pretty epic day, did go up 32.23%, 70 cents the high, 52 cents the low. But when it comes down to the volume, that is just next level stuff. 167.99 million shares were traded just today. 42.6 is the average. One thing that has really been making people kind of question this rally, because over this last 5 days, if we kind of look at Hologram, it is up just a measly 130.22%, just 120%, right? So a lot of people questioning it because there is no news, no SEC filings, nothing like that. I did obviously a video, last Hologram video, where I did say most likely based on historical data, we should have news coming in September. That's actually the very first day that kind of kickstarted this very nice run up. So going over exactly what has been happening with Hologram, and not necessarily just with Hologram, but quite a few stocks have been running with no news, and it is because of this right here. So essentially a secondary meme stock rally. And so what happened the very first time this did happen was in 2021. It seems to have more of a resurgence once again, and there isn't really any economic data to justify this, because a lot of data that's been coming out, most of it is linked to rate cuts, which of course does directly affect growth stocks. But at the same time, even if you look at my watch list, majority of EVs are down. You do see very small handful of stocks actually green today, aside from very well known meme ones, such as Faraday up 123% just today alone, and then Mullen. So when it comes down to it, we have to kind of look at their 13 Fs, even though, as I've pointed out in the past, these 13 Fs are somewhat skewed only because it doesn't, like, if someone is shorting, they don't have to disclose it on these 13 Fs. With the new SEC transparency rule coming in probably in the first half of 2025, then we will know who is shorting it. But if we kind of look here, some of the common names that are shorting in the market that are kind of known is Citadel, as well as JP Morgan and a couple others, right? But JP Morgan is one common denominator between, for instance, just based on my watch list, Mullen, Faraday, and Hologram, because based on the 13 Fs, Citadel is not listed right here. But one thing that I did notice was JP Morgan is right here with 3 shares. And the reason why they have 3 shares is because, like I said, they have to voluntarily disclose their long position, not their short position. So this is why sometimes you see entities with 0 shares or very, very small amounts, such as even 90. It is a good indication that they are kind of shorting behind the scenes. So in my opinion, is JP Morgan trying to mitigate risk. So they're closing out a lot of their positions behind the scenes. So again, there's a lot of different moving parts that could really be influencing this. One is going to be just JP Morgan, maybe their balance sheet isn't as good as what they are really forecasting. They're trying to move some stuff around. Again, all does link back down to mitigating risk. So as I've stated in the past, Hologram is a good hybrid stock. So it's an AI stock, a good momentum stock, as well as a squeeze stock. So right now it's the squeeze aspect that is really driving it higher, because you're not seeing all that much in institutions purchasing it. And so this is where, once again, if you kind of look at it, it is mostly the daily volume from algorithmic trading and shorting, because you can kind of tell that based on all this barcoding right here, that is algorithmic trading. And shorts today did return 1.16 million shares. That is just net. That's not counting everything that they've done today. So essentially, like I said, I think it is just a lot of the bigger players that are shorting that is just mitigating risk that has been closing out their positions over this last little bit. So once again, that is what is happening in my opinion with Hologram. I don't think anyone's really going to complain. Like I said, it's gone up 130% over this last 5 days, and essentially there still is 9.9% of the free floats being shorted. So it could still continue to run. Powell is coming out tomorrow, so that could really shake the broader market once again, causing a lot of these other entities to continue and maybe even start mitigating risk. So something to keep in mind. One abnormal thing that I just wanted to share with you is there's been a uptick in transactions occurring on the dark pool. So dark pool is a very clear indication of manipulation, so something just to keep in mind. And as of right now, I know with a momentum stock, you kind of have to take a lot of these fib levels with a grain of salt, but right now, with it roughly at 69 cents, it is trading between this pivot and this R1. So 89 cents is going to be that next strong target / resistance. 64 cents is going to be the next strong support. So definitely this is a very fun time. So if you want to take advantage, average down, because like I said, if they do continue to mitigate risk, essentially it could continue to run up, but tread cautiously, right? Because I am a big believer in stocks going up because of fundamental news. And that's been one thing that I've really been stressing in my hologram videos is hologram has a lot of cash, too much cash probably, and they're not really giving much context in news. So like I said, I think the market might naturally just take hologram higher, but if they were to put out news right now while shorts are mitigating their risk, man, that is a big fuck you to shorts, and that would really cause a squeeze. So if anyone from hologram is listening, right now is a very, very good time to put out news. So again, I'm not a financial advisor. You guys do whatever floats your boat. In reality, I'm just going over what is influencing hologram. I could care less if you guys are buying, selling, holding, or whatever. I'm not here to influence any of that. I just wanted to, like I said, break it down on what is truly happening. So let me know your thoughts. Are you guys excited? Do you guys think it is going to continue to run? Or do you think it is just more of a fugazi and Powell will kind of reset that tomorrow? So what's your thoughts? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. One final thing, take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it. They give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. Link to that is in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.